Max here from Maksplayground, and welcome to a Sims 4 speed building video. So I have created a modern type of house. It is a big modern house, I should say. I haven't really named the video yet, so I'm not sure what the title is going to be in the below, but I have built this house and I am rather impressed with myself, you guys. It is based off of a real live house that I came across on Twitter. The picture should be up at any point now, and it was weird. I retweet a lot of the pictures of houses that I really like, and with this one, I saw it a couple months ago and I retweeted it so that I could go back and maybe potentially build it. I do that with a lot of houses on Twitter. I follow most of the Twitter accounts that I follow are architecture accounts, and I love architecture. I love looking at architecture, and I saw this house and I was like, you know, that would be really cool to build. So I retweeted it and I came back to it a couple months later and I was like, you know what, I think, you know, I don't really have anything going on my channel. Why not? Why not take a chance at building this? I wasn't sure if it was going to turn out well, but you know, it did, and I just built it on a whim. I'm like, yeah, let's do this. So I saved the picture, and I just kind of went off by reference of it. For not the interior or anything, but just the exterior, I thought it would be easy because it's a pretty boxy type of house. There's no weird roof styles that I'd have to do. It's all square, so I went with it and I like it. I like how it turned out. I actually had a lot of fun building this. Now, I didn't do it over the course of a couple of hours. No, this took me well over a month to fully complete. I didn't focus on it too hard because I did have other stuff going up on my YouTube channel, so I just kind of let this one kind of sit in the background, and I don't know, I would work on it, I would take 45 minutes here, 45 minutes there, maybe an hour here. I got help from a couple of friends, and one of them is Tanya, or Miss Griffey, as you guys may know. I just kind of asked her for just, you know, if she thinks it looks good or if she thinks it's modern style. And I asked my best friend. Now, the picture of the house, I didn't know if it was from the back. At first, I just thought that was the front of the house. I thought it was kind of weird to have a pool at the front of the house. And then I started looking at it, and I'm like, I think this is the back of the house. So I asked my best friend, who's super into architecture and stuff like that, and I said, is this, do you think this is the back of the house? And he's like, yeah, without a doubt, this is the back. That has to be the back of the house from the picture. So I was like, all right, okay, so then I asked Tanya, and I'm like, is this, do you think this is the back of the house, the pool? And she's like, yeah. So I flipped, I turned the house around, and I made, a little entranceway, which isn't on, I extended it and made, an entrance, and it's not on in the video, but you'll see it in the pictures or the video at the beginning of this video, the little video house tour thingy that I want to include, which I haven't recorded yet. But yeah, I'm really excited to post this because I posted a little sneak peek of just the shell without any decorations or anything like that on Twitter a few weeks ago, and it got really it was received really well. People were like, oh, I can't wait to see this. So I'm really excited to be sharing this with you guys, and I don't know, I had a lot of fun. Now, the inside, it was a challenge because, you know, with big houses, this is my first big house that I built, from scratch. I've actually have never built a huge house like this from scratch. I've only, right from the ground up, I've only actually furnished bigger houses, and those are, even that is, really tedious because I'm a stickler for details. If you are new to my channel, I go into details with my builds. I clutter my builds up like crazy. So yeah, I ended up putting a lot of detail into this house. But with big houses, it's kind of hard, especially because of the style that I was building in. I'm not doing like an old Victorian house, like I'm doing a modern house, so I can't make it super cluttered and it still looks like super modern. So I had to be kind of modest with the clutter, but I still didn't want it to look too empty. So I had to kind of find a happy medium when it came to building or furnishing it. And I don't know, I had a lot of fun. It was a challenge for sure. That's why it took me so long, because I would get bored and then I wouldn't want to do it. And then, but yeah, you guys see me doing the roofing area right now. It took me a long time to do the whole roof. I wanted to make it look like a flat roof, but I know that you can do it. I don't know. I just really wanted a certain look. Now I put a bunch of tables, and then I was starting to play with the lighting, like, you know how you can change the lighting in build mode? Well, I was starting to play with that, and they were glitching out like crazy, you guys, like so glitchy, and I'm like, okay, I can't even have, like, this is not, I can't post this, like, this is terrible. So I deleted all of them, and I had mentioned it to Tanya, and she said that use the, they're like the get to work tables, like the get to work platforms or something like that. And I was like, oh, like, okay. So I just sized them up and used those. Now, again, I don't show that on camera because I don't really think that people want to like sit there for like 2 minutes or however long it would be sped up watching me place tables on a roof. I didn't think that was something that you guys would want to see. Right now I'm just doing the layout of the house and placing windows and doors, and even that took me a while to figure out. As you guys can tell, I fiddled around with it quite a bit. And I don't know if you guys like seeing that, if you guys like watching the process of like essentially sped up process of me thinking where I want like things to go. But I did start doing, I'm starting to do the kitchen. But yeah, getting back to the table thing, I ended up doing that. And then what else? What was I going on about? Oh my god, I'm complete brain fart. This is the perfect time. Oh yes, it took me, okay, yeah, yes, okay, that was what I was getting at. Alright, so yeah, it took me a really long time to do that. And then when I was editing this, like putting all of my my parts and stuff that I had recorded, I had even sped up. The video was like 40 minutes. Even like I had like edited certain things, like I cut out the bathrooms, I cut out some of like some of the landscaping, things like that. And then it was literally 40 minutes. I'm like, oh my god, like I have to make this a little bit like less time, because I know not everybody has 40 minutes to sit down and watch a speed build. So I honestly just like, I made it 25 or so minutes, but the pictures and like little video tour, I'm not sure how long it's gonna be, maybe like 27 minutes. You guys will be able to see when you hit the play button and everything. But yeah, so I really wanted to, that's like another reason why I don't do big builds very often. I really wanted to include all the footage and like you guys to see my decision making process, but I just couldn't bring myself to upload a huge video and know that it, like, not very many people are gonna like, if gonna watch it. And if you're here watching this right now, like, congrats, and let me know if you watched it all the way through in the comments, or like if you guys have lived in a modern house style or have been in a house, like a very modern house like this, let me know. Like, I would love to, like, I don't know, I would love to know about it, or I'd love to like hear your thoughts on like modern houses. There's not very many in the area that I live in. The city I live in has mostly like traditional houses, or like traditional style family homes. Not that they're like old or anything, but like those are like in the new subdivisions, they're not very like modern. Like when I picture modern, I think of like just like brand new everything, very like even eco-friendly modern, like just like new appliances, stainless steel, like everything like that, like marble, like things like that. I don't know, I think of very clean and very open. Like, that's another thing, open concept. That is a very common thing now in a lot of the houses. Like you guys are probably wondering, like, is this girl like a real estate agent? No, that was actually something I wanted to be once upon a time when I was a kid. I wanted to be a real estate agent. But basically, my friend and I, my best friend and I, we go to, I mentioned this a couple of videos before, like we'll go to house viewing sometimes, or we'll go to like they're called like the Kinsman House or something. Like they're like house giveaways for charity. You buy tickets and they will give, like, they do a draw, and you get like a house that they make specifically for this. It's like all like the furniture included, and like sometimes a car. Like, it's a really big deal, and the tickets are like anywhere from like $20 to $100. Like, the more expensive house, like they'll do 2 of them every year. The more expensive house for one charity is like $100 for a ticket or a pack of tickets or something like that. And then another charity does one that's a little bit less money, I guess, and they sell the tickets for like $20. But either way, the houses are beautiful, and but they're not really super modern-esque. They're open concept, but not super modern. So my best friend and I often go to these things just to check them out. Sometimes we'll buy a ticket. Like, I bought a ticket, I think like a couple years ago I bought one, and then my best friend always buys them, and he'll buy them for his sister and all that stuff. But yeah, it's really cool, and just like, I love looking at houses, but I've noticed that in my area there's not modern houses like this, very, like, pretty much nowhere. We have like a lot of, like I said, traditional houses, though we don't have like, we have like older houses, because like where I live, it's not a super old city, but it is at the same time. It was from like, I think it was like founded in like the 1930s because of like mining and stuff like that, and like mining, underground mining and stuff. But like a lot of the houses, there's some older houses, but most of them are from like the 50s. Like, a lot of the newer development areas are from the 50s. I actually live in one of the oldest parts of the city, not on the oldest street, but it's literally like a 5-minute, 10-minute walk for the oldest street in Sudbury, aka where I live. And but I live in one of the older areas. Now, there's not a lot of, like, I guess you could say like Victorian type of houses. I wish there was more Victorian houses here where I lived, but there's not. But yeah, I don't know. I really just wanted to build a big, nice mansion that I guess you could say, like, a lot of people would want to live in this. As you see, I'm doing the kitchen right now. I'm doing like I did like a big, like an eat-in kitchen at the, like, the back part of it, and then I did like I wanted to make it look like a chef's kitchen, almost kind of like a cook's kitchen, like a very big, nice kitchen that had like a lot of counter space and stuff. I always see these like really beautiful pictures of kitchens that are just so nice and so grand and massive, and I'm just like, man, I really want to make something like that has like, I don't know, I really wanted to make something like this. I included a little feature that I've seen a couple people do where I put like a computer on a an eating counter, and then did like the shelf, like put it on there, and then like sized it down and made it look like it's sitting on a shelf. And I don't know if it's usable. I'm actually not entirely sure, but I really just wanted to do it for like the look. I think it looks pretty cool. I really wanted to make this kitchen look like not super cluttered, but it's like ready for entertaining. And then I put like, you guys see me working on the bar area. Now, I put 2 bars in this house, which I never ever put bars anywhere in houses or apartments or anything. And I put 2 of them in this place. One of them is on the deck upstairs, and then the other one is on the right here, actually, in the kitchen. Yeah, I put one there. Now, I pictured this house to have a family with 2 children and like a couple, or it could be a single mom or a single dad or whatever. But I pictured that there would be 2 daughters living here. Now, I decorated the rooms, which you can easily change, or, you know, like, it doesn't really matter. Genders can have pink. Like, I'm not going to get into that debate or anything. But yeah, I decorated them mostly in feminine type of colors. I gave pink in the little girl's room. I love personalizing bedrooms, especially children's bedrooms. I have so much fun with them because, I don't know, I really just love, like, I love imagining, like, families that would be living in these houses. And so I pictured just like 2 little girls, well, one little girl and 1 teenager. Now, I pictured the teenage daughter to be like one of those really spoiled type of girls that just like don't know their privilege, like don't recognize their privilege and don't recognize like how hard their parents have to work to sustain their life, like this kind of lifestyle. Now, especially in The Sims, I imagine that these parents would be like doctors, or these Sims would be like doctors, or, you know, working in like the law career or something like that, like very affluent type of jobs to be able to afford the bills, let alone the cost of this house. So it's huge. So yeah, I pictured that. Another thing that I totally forgot to mention is that I do add a carport. I add like a little carport that overhangs the side of the house. Now, it's like it's weird because I never thought I was going to add one, but then I noticed that the side, like half the lot was just kind of like empty, and it just looked really weird, and I didn't know what kind of things. I could have added like a garage or something like that, but I found garage are more of like a traditional more style house. Like I could have a traditional feature to a house, like the garage that I'm thinking about, or a garage, or however you may pronounce it. And it sucks because we don't have really functioning cars yet, as I say yet, but I mean like we don't have functioning cars in The Sims 4. So I don't know. I really wish that they would just give us more like toy cars so we can just size them up. Like, please just let me size this up. But yeah, so I'm like I was saying, I imagine just like 2 girls living in this house with their parents, and I did the teenager's room. Now the teenager has her own balcony. It's kind of like the roof of where the living room is right now. And I don't know, I think it's kind of cool. She like has a place where she can go and chill out with her friends. I put down yoga mats, but I like kind of envision them to be like beach towels or towels so they can like tan kind of thing. That's how I kind of pictured it for the for that. I don't know, I just could like see, you know, because I used to live at my best friend's place, and the best friend that I used to go visit houses with, I lived with his family, and when I was like 18, and in the room that I was staying in, I didn't have like a balcony, but my bedroom window was kind of on like where the roof was, so I could go out on, and the roof wasn't flat, it was slanted, but it wasn't like I'm gonna fall off this roof and die kind of thing. Like, so I used to like actually sit out there and like tan, and it was really, really hot because it was like roofing material, and it would get really hot. So I put like a towel out, and I would tan, and I would just like hang out there. And sometimes me and my friends would just like sit out there, and you know, it wasn't super high end, but I kind of just pictured that. And so I put like, you know, some towels, aka yoga mats, out there, and I put like a little seating area and stuff. It just kind of like would make sense to have that out there. Like, so there's essentially 3 balconies in this house, and I realized that I've pretty much been talking about this build for like 16 minutes, but I'm going to continue because I'm enjoying it. I'm at that point where I don't really know what to talk about in like speed builds, because I'm like, I could probably spend like 15-20 minutes talking about the build, and then I'm like, okay, what else do I talk about now? I could tell you stories. Like in my last video, I don't really know which my last video would be when posting this, but my last speed build that I actually did was the kids clubhouse as of this date. And I just like talked about my job. Now, I recently got hired at a new job, and today I finally got my the hours and when I'm going to be working, and I'm starting on Tuesday, so I'm not sure when this video will be going up, sometime next week, or I don't know when it'll be going up, sometime soon. But I start Tuesday in the morning, and then I'm gradually going to be going into nights and stuff like that, but I'm training, and like, I'm really like, I don't know, I'm really excited and nervous, and but it's so stupid. Like, I had to get a TB test, which is like test to see if you have tuberculosis or something like that, like TB, and I had to pay like $45, and then I had to get 2 of them, and I had to pay another $45, and then I had to get a picture. I had to get like a doctor's note filled out to say I was fit to work with children with high needs, and then that cost $35, and then I have to get my immunization records to make sure that I got my hepatitis shots and stuff. And it's just like, I just want to start. I want to get my stuff going, and like, I'm just like getting impatient because I want to start. I'm so bored all the time, but I love it at the same time because I love having nothing to do. I'm one of those people that love not having anything to do, to like, I don't like being under a crunch time and stuff. Yeah, so I'm really excited about that, and but I'm nervous. I'm really nervous to start. I'm excited and nervous, and I don't know. But I'm excited because you know, I'm gonna be moving very shortly, and well, I won't say very. I'm gonna be moving the next 3 or 4 months, and like my boyfriend and I are starting to look for like apartments and whatnot, and it's so tedious but exciting. But the only thing that sucks is that neither of us drive, so we have to like book time off to go and visit apartments and then find someone who can take us. Like my mom said she would take us, and then we're going to Ottawa, which is kind of on the way. We go through the city that we're moving to, so I'm excited about that. So we might like stop and look at a couple of places, and I don't know, yeah, I'm excited. I'm like nervous and excited, and yeah, the jitters to like move to another city. If you've moved to another city before, let me know, and like how did you like adjust to it, and like just kind of like exploring. I'm excited to explore, but I'm nervous at the same time. Like, what if I get lost on the bus, because you know that's the kind of thing that would happen to me, or what if I forget where, like, what bus I have to take, and then how do I get home? And oh my god, like those are the things that I'm so scared of. It's like, I know people, it's not like, it's okay, you can just ask people and I'm sure they'll help, but it's like at the same time it's like really embarrassing, you know, because that's the kind of thing that would happen to me. But yeah, I'm creating the teen bedroom. I had this idea that she's like a beauty guru, like a beauty YouTuber or something like that, or like maybe she's just like a makeup artist. Like that's kind of what she aspires to be. So I like included a lot of like the makeup from the debug menu, which I actually love that debug menu. So much stuff. It's such a useful little trick that so many people actually don't know about, and I'm like, how do you not know about the debug menu? Like, but I understand if you're not really like a builder and you just like see these items in videos and you're like, wait, is that CC? Like, where can I get that? But nope, it is in the debug menu. Oh, I'm building the study. I was gonna make, this was the room I was gonna make a yoga room / exercising room. I was actually originally gonna make it like a den and make the like the study area outside of the parents' room, but I just kind of made that like a sitting area where like your Sims can just hang out and lounge it if they want to like sit down and talk, or like say like the teenager wants to like just hang out there with her boyfriend or something outside of her parents' room, which is kind of weird. But yeah, I kind of just made that like just an area in general. And I put in a treadmill in here. Yeah, I put in a treadmill. I think I put a TV with it. I'm not entirely sure. Then I put the easel. I always have to include an easel in my builds, like always. So I put an easel on the balcony because I thought that would be a nice area where your Sim, and it's covered, right? So I know we don't have weather yet, but if one day we have rain and one day we have weather, you guys have this house, then it'll be covered, so you don't have to worry about your Sims getting rained on while they're getting their painting skill up. So yeah, I will be coming to the end of this video, so I just want to let you guys know that this house is on the gallery. It will be up to download if you want, or you can usually find it under, definitely find it under my gallery name, which is MALLYMAKS, MALLYMAKS, or just Maksplayground, just hashtag Maksplayground. I'll make sure I include that hashtag so you guys can find it really easily if you want to. But yeah, this is basically I think I just have really the parents' bedroom left to do that's left in this video. I was trying to like I was still trying to make it modern, even though it's like I try to make it as modern as possible. Do you guys think this house is modern? Please tell me if you think it is. Like, do you think I did a good job? If you guys are modern type of people. I also kind of put in like those like the trophies and stuff like that, because I really picture that maybe like the teenage daughter is into like sports or something, or maybe like the father is a sport, like an athlete, because you know, athletes to like, or a gym person, or like, you know, something like that, because well, to be able to afford a place like this, you would have to be something with a pretty prestigious. So I picture like maybe the father was an athlete or something, which is why like he has, you know, a treadmill there. Maybe he's like a famous soccer player, David Beckham, that kind of thing. And I put in going back to I put in a fireplace in the parents' bedroom. I wanted to make it look like maybe it's not really lit that often, but it is there, and like that's why I kind of put the chair against the wall with like clothes on it, because maybe that's like where they put their clothes when like you know, when they like fold it up kind of deal, like just kind of out. I kind of pictured that. And then let's see, oh yeah, what else am I doing here? Just fixing things, you know, just adjusting it. I really do like the way I put, like the way I decorated the parents' bedroom. I'm not too crazy about that flooring, but it doesn't look, it's not an eyesore by all means. Like it's modern. I should have put in like white or black even, but I found that the black would be too harsh on this house because that's not like, I'm not going from like a monochrome look, even though I do decorate this house with a lot of black and white. And this is where I'm doing the outside kitchen. Now, I really like how this turned out. I hope you guys did enjoy this, and don't forget to give my channel a subscription or a subscribe. Hit the subscribe button. I'm not getting my exits yet. Oh God. But hit the subscribe button and let me know what you guys think in the comments below. If you want to follow me on social media with Twitter or Facebook or Instagram, those things are in the description below. And I hope you're having a wonderful day wherever you are in the world, and I will talk to you again soon. Bye guys!